This is my favorite matcha store in the whole of KL. They have the best matcha in town, but their branding, not so good. Today, I've rebranded the whole company, made it more visually pleasing and more aesthetic. Now, to do a whole rebranding, it usually takes about $8,000, 5 freelancers on Upwork, and about 3 weeks to complete. But today, I did all of this in under 1 hour, which is one secret tool. From the logos, the brand identity, the typography, the menu, the packaging, the social media, the ads, the UGC videos, the website, and even the store layout. Everything was done in under one tool, in one big canvas. I just gave it my initial thoughts and visual direction that I want. It was able to reuse the components in all the other pictures and maintain brand consistency throughout. Are you ready? I'm going to show you the exact process. The technology we'll be using today is called Lovart. Lovart is absolutely essential because it allows you to give visual direction to your brand. This is the perfect tool for any marketers, brands, or even designers because it allows you to think in terms of systems. It generates a whole canvas where you can generate images, videos, posters, create objects of your product, and insert them to each and every visuals. You're able to rotate the angle, you're able to give it meaning and value. It allows you to also generate a brand kit. That means all your social media posts has the same visual direction and consistency. I really love this tool because you're able to edit components, you're able to move them around, you're able to insert and change the text inside every poster, every image, and even every object. I love it so much that I just bought the basic plan and now we're going to get started to recreate my favorite matcha shop. The matcha shop that I normally buy from is called Matcha Hero. It's almost always sold out whenever I go to KL to purchase it. But it's something absolutely amazing, but they do not have much branding nor much style to their products. You can see the store. It looks like a normal shack. It has got a basic cup for their matcha, but the quality of matcha that they produce is insane. They create ceremonial grade matcha. They have green tea, they have latte, they have with lychee with strawberry, and the best part about it is actually their powder. So I actually have this sweetened and non-sweetened powder at home when I try to create matcha myself. To be honest, their branding is very Japanese, very kimono style. I don't think so it's that attractive. But if you visit the store, you know that the line is almost a kilometer long. It's an absolutely great product, and today we're going to rebrand it from scratch using Lovart. This way we can generate better brand quality for it and maybe push it to the next level of matcha respect. To do so, we're going to open our Lovart canvas. This is the place where we're going to interact with the images, and these are few reference images that other users have created. These are a few references of designs created by other users, all the way from branding to poster ads, UI, character design, storyboards, everything that any designer can need. So we're going to go ahead and describe our first prompt. Think of 10 different visuals for the logo of my brand. The brand is called Matcha Hero. We are traditionally a Japanese matcha company. And I will send you my existing design and current packaging. And I want you to think in terms of logo. Let us first think how can we improve the logo better so that it reflects the popularity and the success of my brand. We like traditional Japanese style. We love green, we love brown, we love white, and we love black. Let me upload a few references. Okay, now we're going to download a few images from here. First, we're going to download the existing logo. We're going to download our cup. We're going to download the ice cream special. And we're going to download the basic branding board. Upload them to Lovart and press send. This is our canvas and our agent has begun running. It has taken 10 different visual directions. I think the calligraphy one is going to stand out the most. Yes, generate visual concepts for all 10 of these visual directions. Okay, we have generated all our logos. Let us compare them to our original one. Now, which one looks most familiar? This looks very familiar. So does this. This looks very different from what we started. This one is actually nice. It took the original building here and expanded it a bit further, add leaves everywhere to show that green tea is growing every single aspect. Out of all of them, I feel like this is a strong logo. So is this. And this is all a bit weak. So we're just going to delete the logos that we don't like. From our two biggest competitors, right? I feel like the nearest comparison to green tea is this one. And this one represents the whiskers much better. If I had to choose, I would choose this one because I like how the whisk has become like a chef's hat to show that they are the master of their products. The branding is still remaining the same, and so does the main font. So we're going to delete this and confirm our final change. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and give it another prompt. Generate the primary mark, secondary, the icon, the word mark. I want the full system. I want including the font weight, how we should represent it, everything, including the main colors. Because I feel like a brand is made not just with the logo, right? We need the whole typography, the font. I want it all. I want to generate the brand kit from this logo. So we're just going to name this here as our old logo. Make it smaller so we have reference for the future. But from today onwards, we are going to be working with our new logo. Okay. We seem to have more versions. We seem to have our main logo, our horizontal logo, just the icon, just the text in English and Chinese, and also a color palette. It has chosen three main colors: matcha green, bamboo brown, ink black, and rice paper white. Okay, I might understand why it chose these colors because of our reference brand at the start. If you remember correctly, let me just upload them here. Our old design system. Okay, this was the old design system. Maybe that's why it copied the brown. But I don't really like brown. I feel like it's a color that does not represent matcha really well. So what we're going to do is we are going to press edit elements. Now we can see a lot of elements. It's all broken down for us to edit. It makes it super simple. If we just want to edit the name of the color, for example, instead of bamboo brown, we want to call it yellow brown. Now we are able to edit this like it's Photoshop itself. I want to change this whole color. We'll press quick edit and type. I don't like the color of bamboo brown. Can you suggest me three other colors that may suit it to give a very feminine and grounded colors? Okay, I think sage green is the best in this case. I like pink, dusty rose, kind of add flavor to the brand. But I feel if we make the brand monotonous, a shade between green and white, everything will turn out much better. Okay, so I like the sage green. I'm just going to keep this as reference of the color scheme. And we see that the tool has also generated a few more things. It has generated the typography, regular, bold, sans, usage example, and also in traditional calligraphy style. Okay, it's super amazing. It's given brand guidelines also, like what not to do, what to do, and to keep sure that we're using two colors of black and green. So we're going to honor this system and instruct the AI to adjust the brand color palette. All you need to do is just press it, give it reference. Change the color of bamboo brown to sage green. Make sure it's implemented across the whole brand. Okay, I guess now it has updated the colors and I like it much more. This way it's more exclusive. So we're going to delete the files we don't need. And now we have our brand system in place. Okay, that's perfect. Next, we need to see how our logo looks like on the cup. I feel we don't need the whole logo. We just need the most essential part. So we're just going to point at the right things and be like, one, it's like, let's say, replace this logo with this and this. Okay, let us compare the image before and the image after. Okay, it's the same drink, but I feel like this one is more expensive, has got like a stamp of approval, whereas this one is more traditional. Okay, perfect. Now let's go ahead and redesign the whole menu. Okay, here we have all our existing menu. We're just gonna put it here and call it old menu. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna give this as reference to our AI. Redesign the existing menu using the new logo. Yep. And branding style. Okay, it has finished generating. Let's have a look. First, it generated the menu board. It's complete with the same exact products. Looks nice. Same pricing. Hot drinks. Traditional drinks. Wow. I like how they have separated the hot and cold for each of them. We have a special dedicated ice cream menu. Let's compare this to the one before. So this is the current ice cream menu that was there before. The matcha ice cream for normal matcha plus premium matcha and the price. Okay, and the mixed ice cream, the non-dairy milk menu, and look at the difference. You have the whole matcha ice cream for the float, for the hoja, for premium and not premium. Okay, nice. And then we have the main menu board, the ones that's going to be displayed in the store. One thing I noticed a lot was the traditional menu that we have currently is catered towards outgoing drinks, right? It's all packaged, ready to go. Whereas the new menu focus on in for dining in and sitting down. So I guess that's the new aesthetic that the AI is going for. And then we also have a recipe. Okay, we have the recipe before with real images on how to filter the matcha and then add milk into it. This is the new hand-drawn layout where it shows step by step on how much matcha powder to add, how much hot water, how to whisk it, and when it's ready or not. Also gives like how much ratio between sweet and no sweet to give the best premium quality. It's nice. I really like the ice cream menu. Mixed ice cream, hoja ice cream. Okay, and this also we have the latte recipe. How much ratio between sweet to non-sweet and the best green tea recipe. I feel like the menu looks really good. Let's clean everything up. Okay. Now the thing that I like most is that it becomes editable ready because this is where most AIs fail. That all the text gets wrapped up or you're not able to edit it. In order for us to change the text, we just press edit elements. Okay, now we have an editable version. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's change the pricing from 14.9. Let's change it to 17.5. We can do a lot of things. We can increase the line break. We can set it to new line. Adjust the line break. Line spacing. Change the color. We can change the orientations. Caps lock, camel case, title case, numbered format, everything. This is a whole Canva that is ready to print. I feel the design is absolutely insane because now we're able to edit anything. I think we can even move the objects. Best part is we can just export this as an image or even download as a Photoshop document. Now we're going to focus on the packaging. So we already have the original packaging here. Just going to copy it down. And we're going to find other existing packaging of the product. Okay, now we have the existing packages. We're just going to copy and paste the text so we know that these are the old packages. old packaging. And now we're going to tell our AI to reimagine them. Reimagine the packaging of the drinks, of the powder, and of the ice cream cups. Give us like 3 variations for each using the new logo and branding kit. You can rethink what it means for a takeaway cup, or even for powdered sizes or colors for sweetened and unsweetened, and also for the ice cream, how it's represented to the customers. Okay, we're going to refer our logo and branding kit. Okay, let's look at the new packaging design. Ooh, it's wrapped around. Okay, this looks very Tokyo style, very cardboard, very much on top. Oh, this one is beautiful. This one is fully white. I really like this. And I really like the new packaging for sweetened and unsweetened. It looks so premium, so high class. Even in terms of this, it's very like neat, very tidy. This, not so. Okay, the matcha ice cream tub looks nice. But this one looks way better. It looks like something that people could write on, can choose how sweet or unsweet it really is. And this looks just super premium. I think it's like a new mochi. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how these cups look like in 3D angle first. We're going to click them, press multiple angles. See what it looks like from here. Press run. See another angle from top. Press run. Click it and see another angle from the right side, but down right, down left. Okay, super cool. We have like different angles of the same drink. Top angle of a matcha drink. Go down, down, like this. I can see the whole thing moving. It's perfect. I wonder how this will look like from the back. I'm just gonna press multiple angles again. See this view compared also with the matcha. Okay, I really like this design, but I would prefer it if there was a line behind it. If there was a line beside it so we could see how much of the matcha is there remaining. So we're just gonna go ahead and quick edit, describe. I want on the left side to be a simple slit of the packaging so that we could see how much of the matcha is actually left. Now let's look at the alternate designs. So now we already have like multiple designs of cups that we can create variations of. Okay, this is perfect. I feel like now this is premium quality. Let us look at this from a multiple angle. Let's look at it from the side. And let's see how this would look like without any ice cream on top. Let's say remove the ice cream on top, put a lid on it, and I want to use a white straw. Okay, I like the top view that we could see how much of the ice cream is left. Okay, something that I would actually bring outside on a walk. I feel like the whole design of the cup is perfect. Now for the ceremonial grade matcha. For the packaging, I think I would still prefer the boxed metal. It makes it like more premium, and I like it much more than these kind of protein shake powders. So let's go and continue with this and say, I want you to create a variation of this packaging because there are two types. One is sweetened and one is unsweetened, right? For the one that's sweetened, I want it to be dark green, and the one that is unsweetened, I want it to be light green. Based on this color palette. Then we can refer it to the original color palette we created. Press send. In parallel, we're going to have a look at this. I feel like this ice cream tub looks too commercialized, and this one is actually perfect. I really like this. There's nothing much for me to kind of change. But I feel like this is a whole product guide on its own. I feel like maybe this tasting guide and the flavor notes should be added to the packaging of the powder. So once it has executed, then we're going to go ahead and look at it. This is perfect. This, we're going to go ahead and change it into mochi. Instead of using ice creams, let's go ahead and create multiple variations of mochi for this. I think we're going to introduce a whole new product line and it's going to be a hit off the bat. We're going to clear space by throwing things we don't like and keeping variations of things we do like. Okay, now it would make much more sense for the mochis to be packaged like this. Easier to take out, very premium quality, tasting guide and flavor notes. We could package it, give it to a friend, make it super nice. We have two sizes of flavored and unflavored. The one that's sweetened is a bit darker, and the one that's unsweetened is a bit sage green. I like this for the sweetened. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click, press edit text. You're going to zoom in and change from unsweetened to sweetened. Okay, everything looks good. Press run. I don't really like this dark color, so we're just going to go ahead and delete it and make this variation as a sweetened version and the variation below as unsweetened. And just like that, the magic happened. The text has been converted and is now sweetened. It's so simple to edit things on Lovart. Now we're just going to combine these two images and we'll be like, okay, I think the matcha packaging is perfect. 30 grams sweetened, 30 grams unsweetened. It's amazing styling. Perfect. Now we have everything we need regarding packaging. Right? We're just going to keep the packaging that we like and remove the packaging that we don't. Perfect. Now we have everything regarding our basic packaging. Now all we need to do is make this viral on social media. The first thing that we would like to do is to create the social media post, right? So the part that actually makes everyone burn out and make us hire like a full-on agency. So we're going to make sure that we create a whole pack. I want you to create a whole pack for social media ads. Use any skill that you require. I want 3 carousels, 3 ad creatives, and generate 3 reels, all related to this brand. Okay, let's look what it generated. It generated one batch of stories or even carousel. The theme of today is the matcha journey from Kyoto to your cup. Okay, another batch is of the different items on the menu. You have your matcha latte, Fujicha latte, ice cream float, and also the menu pricing. So we have our awareness, we have our consideration, and now we have our conversion, the one that makes people actually want to purchase the matcha powder. Okay, everything looks perfect. Next, we see our ad creatives. Okay, this is perfect when we want to post advertisements. They got the cup design wrong, but I forgive them because it looks very nice, very appealing. It looks like a whole photo shoot, even of the ice cream. It looks very granular, very crispy, and heritage in every cup. Okay, very nice. Now we have our 4 videos, our 3 videos generated. Let's have a look at that. How to make the matcha yummy, being whisked properly until the bubble starts coming out. Pour it into a cup and it's perfect for you. Okay, I like it. Next is our man in Kyoto making our drink for us. Hot, cold cup, the whole package. Very nice. Then this, I think, is the UBC video. Okay, that's not how they mix it, so I wouldn't use this. I wouldn't use this video, but I like the whole transition in and out of the frame. Perfect. Let's go ahead and download our videos. Now, the only thing missing is our landing page. I want you to design a website landing page for Matcha Hero. I want it to be super sleek, use our brand colors. I want it to have pictures of our drinks, our ice cream, our powders, and our new matcha that is launching, which is the matcha mochi. I want there to be a store location below. I want you to include links to our socials. I want our branding on top, and I want it to be a simple single page website. Okay, let's reference the right pictures. First, when we talk about brand colors, let's use the brand colors here. Brand colors. Okay, branding at the top. Okay, pictures of our products. Here we're going to have the drinks, the ice cream, the ice cream, the powders, the mochi, store location below, link to our socials. Okay, this to be simple, single page website. We have everything that we need. Also, add testimonials. Try this one product. See, let's remove this one. Go ahead. Okay, and hit send. Okay, now let it cook. Okay, we see our main website has completed. Let's have a look. Okay, we have a simple Matcha Hero, nice little on top. Our story products, visit us. Kyoto Tradition, our drinks, ice creams, oh, they all look super nice. Our products, visit us section, it looks amazing. Very simple landing page, much better than a Facebook group. Okay, now the only thing remaining is for us to redesign their store. Okay, now we're going to upload the main store's existing image and its existing layout. I want you to generate a new store layout for our Matcha Hero. I've inserted an existing image of the current shop. And we're going to redesign it using our style of colors, of themes, of furniture, flooring, lighting, cups, designs, everything. Okay, we have completed all the generations. Let us look at the new store layout. Okay, this is the layout of the store. It's very bright, has got like a big window. I feel that there's a lot of space for a queue to build up. And we're keeping the original like wood styling. I like how we have our brand story on the top and also the greenery in behind. We have like a whole new Starbucks style menu on the top. It makes it like super easy for people to browse and also to make an order. I like this shelf, complete with the matcha powders, complete with the mochis, the styling, new cups for the hot. Oh, these are accessories, tumblers for people who like it hot or cold, tote bag, and also has a price for everything. It looks super nice. This is the layout of the store where people will come, people will sit. It looks a bit different from just now, but I like how they have an outdoor display of food products and easy for people to like browse what they will be expecting to receive. I like how the ice creams now have cones, add more variety and make it easier for people to handle. They have a matcha baking station away from the public queue. Everything is super consistent. Let's have a look side by side. So this is how the store looks at night, how it looks during the day. I like how they have light outside the store and also a little bit of greenery. It looks super bright, super welcoming, easy for anyone to walk in. It makes sense for it to be as a standalone building or even inside a mall. You've got like very good layout for people to like look out and enjoy the view. I think this is why many brands still pays agencies, because agencies are very consistent. But now looking at the output of this, we see that it has a 90% accuracy, that it even is much better than human errors. Right? All the logos look good, all the stylings look consistent, all the brand, the products looks very much alike one another, and it's just great quality, much greater than what I expected originally. And the best part is all of them is editable by people like me who understand zero Photoshop. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to download all of this locally. We see that we have a list of all the generated files, and we can just go ahead and press download. This is an art. This is a whole workflow. So go ahead and abuse it. If you're a business owner, you run your own design agency, you have your own brand, go ahead and redesign it from A to Z using this tool. The link is in the description below. It's my personal link, and you're guaranteed to get a discount code when you sign up. And if you want to see my way of thinking, the prompts that I use, I've also attached a free link in the description below, so you can go ahead and click that. Now comment on what business ideas are you going to use to innovate with this tool, and subscribe to this channel because I post contents about AI and automation every week.